Okay, starting shouldn't be any issue. Just press your calculator and divide to the correct significant figures based on what the question wants. So this is just equal to 3.04762. The question want to leave it in two decimal place. So 3.05 should be pretty straightforward. Okay, next, correct to one significant value, the value of this. Same thing, just press your calculator. Estimate lah. Actually, this one is an estimation. You should not be pressing your calculator. Sorry, you should change them to nice numbers. Okay, so 8.92 estimate is 9. 36.04 estimate, you must choose a perfect square where you can square root, which is 36. And then this one you should choose a number that you can cube root. In this case, it should be -27. So you should be able to choose numbers such that you do not need a calculator to find it. Okay, so from here we know that square root 36 is actually 6 and cube root -27 is actually -3. Then this will give us -18. But the question says correct to one significant figure, so you need to estimate it to -20. Okay, the word is estimate lah, so means you don't use your calculator. Okay, if you use your calculator, then you don't need to estimate already, you get an accurate answer.
So I thought they mean like change to one significant figure for like
You
the
change the one significant
thing.
figure, how do you do your square root 40?
Because for my answer I put 9 times square root 40. I just
Yeah,
changed
then
the
how
one
you
itself.
do square root 40 without an estimation?
Oh.
You can't. So estimate, you have to change your square root and cube root to things that you can actually cube root and square root without a calculator. Estimate means without calculator actually. So you must change to numbers that you can deal with without a you do square root 40, you can do without calculator, you can't. Then that's not called an estimation already. That's called a calculation. Estimate means estimate. Yeah. I don't know how to say in another terms. Okay, but estimate means try not to use your calculator. Okay, so in order not to use your calculator, you must find numbers that are near to 36.04 that you can square root, and numbers that is close to -26.9 that you can cube root. Okay. Question 3, evaluate this. So just press your calculator. You should get 0.151995. Change to 3 significant figure. This is not a significant figure. This is your first significant, second, third. Okay, so you look at the next number. It is 5 or more, so you need to add. So to 3 sig fig, 0.512152, sorry. Okay, next question 4, how to change fraction to decimal. No, change percentage to fraction. Percentage change to fraction. We divide by 100. So 23 and 1/7%. If you want to change to fraction, we take 23 and 1/7 divide by 100. What do we get? 23 times 7 plus 1. We get 162 over 700. Simplify your work. 81 over 350. Wrong, eh? Oh, correct. Okay. So fraction, change to percentage. What do we do? Times 100. Okay, these are your primary school stuff, not even your secondary school stuff. Make sure you know them. These are marks that you cannot lose. Okay, next, things becomes more technical already. So I've selected the question in a way that, yeah, it really tests you every part of your technique that you need to know. You reach secondary school, of course, if the number is small, you can guess your answer. Like primary school, list out everything. But then in secondary school, we can give you big numbers that is impossible for you to list. Okay, so to find highest common factor and lowest common lowest common multiple, everything can be found using prime factorization. So to write 324 as a product of prime factors, we do prime factorization. 2, 1, 6, 2, 2. Remember, you can only choose prime number. A common mistake that you all choose is you all will go and choose 9. 9 is not a prime number. You cannot choose 9, okay? So instead of 9, we should choose 3. Until you reach 1. From here, we will say that 324 is actually equals to 2 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 4. Okay, that's part A. Part B. Okay, so then how do you check whether you are correct? Just key this into your calculator. Make sure you get 324. Okay. 5B, find the highest common factor of this and this. So to find the highest common factor, you should list out like that. 324. Since this starts from 3, I will always list my same thing together. Okay, so I will list like that. This is 2 to the power of 2. I will try to make each column a prime number. Okay, because what we are going to do, we are going to compare them. So to find HCF, what do we do? HCF stands for highest. We do the opposite. We choose the lowest power of each prime factor. So 3 to the power of 2 and 3 to the power of 4. 2 is smaller than 4, so we choose 3 to the power of 2. 7 and the blank space. Blank is smaller than 7. We choose the blank space. 2 square is the blank space is smaller than 2 square. We will choose the blank space. Therefore, the HCF is just 3 square, which is 9. Okay, remember highest common factor must be smaller than these two numbers. Because it's a factor. A factor means a number that can divide these two, so it must be smaller. Lowest common multiple means it must be bigger than these two numbers. Okay, bigger. Factor must be smaller. So imagine you do the answer out and then you see that, oh, your answer is more than 324, something must be wrong. Okay, cannot be factor more than the number one. Okay, 5C, find the LCM. Same thing, we use this table, but LCM, what do we choose? Okay, LCM stands for the lowest, but we always do the opposite. We go and choose the higher power. So 3 square and 3 to the power 4, I choose 3 to the power of 4. 7 and the blank, I choose 7. 2 square and blank, I choose 2 square. Okay, do you need to calculate the value out? Yes or no? Can you calculate and write 2268? You cannot do that in this question. Why? Read. Question asks you to leave your answer in index notation. Okay? So you should not be writing 2268. You should just leave your answer as 3 power 4, 7 times 2 squared. Okay, I believe you all have forgotten how to do this already. Come out for your end of your exam. It is part of the scope. Okay? Any question? No, then I move on to the next one. 6A, express this as a product of its prime number. So same thing, factorize 2, 3, 6, 0, 2, 1, 8, 0, 2, 90. So you always do 2 first or until it becomes an odd number. 45 naturally I will choose 5. I won't choose 3, okay? Until you get 9, then you will start to choose 3. Okay, so part A 720 is just equals to 2 to the power of 4 times 3 squared times 5. 6B 720 times k is a perfect square. So 720 multiplied by k, I can write it as 2 to the power of 4 times 3 squared times 5 times k. What is a perfect square? Perfect squares are numbers like 1 times 1. 1 is a perfect square. 2 times 2. 4 is a perfect square. 3 times 3. 9 is a perfect square. 4 times 4. 16 is a perfect square. So these are your perfect square. So what is the characteristics of perfect square? You can see when you prime factorize, the power must be even. Okay? Power of prime factor must be even. So you can see from the top, 720 is the power all even. This is even, but this is not even. Correct? So this tells us that 720 is not a perfect square. However, the question gives you the power to choose k such that when 720 multiplied by this k, it will then becomes a perfect square. So what should k be? So you can say that this one settled already, this one settled already. The only thing that's not settled is the 5. So what should I multiply so that my 5 will becomes an even power? So the answer is k must be equals to 5. You see, when k is equals to 5, you will have 2 to the power of 4 times 3 squared times 5 times 5. When the two 5 times together, you will get 5 power 2. Can you see? Now everything is even already. Okay, so therefore k is 5, so that you can change the 5 power 1 to 5 power 2. And that is when all the prime factors has even power, and that is when you know that that number is a perfect square. Okay? 6C, show that 720k is a perfect cube. What is a perfect cube? Perfect cube is like 1 times 1 times 1, 1. 2 times 2 times 2, 8. 3 times 3 times 3, 27. 4 times 4 times 4, 64. Okay, and if you go and prime factorize, this is actually 1 power 3, 2 to the power 3, 3 power 3, and this is 2 power 6. Okay, what is the characteristics of a perfect cube? The power must be multiple of 3. Who said 2? Oh my goodness. Sounds like Raiden. Okay, power must be multiple of 3. So let's take a look at 720 again. 720. Now it's 720 divided by k. So 720 by 720 is 2 to the power 4 times 3 squared times 5. So can you see that this is not power 3, this is not power 3, this is not power multiples of 3. So this time round, you have the power to choose k so that the power will becomes multiple of 3. Okay, the difference between 6b and 6c is 6b is multiplied by k. 6c is divided by k. What's the difference? Multiply by k means you make the power bigger because you multiply by a number. Divide by k means you make the power smaller. You are dividing it away. Okay, so let's settle the 2 power 4 first. So k must be what so that the 2 power 4 can becomes a multiple of 3. So what must be 2, right? So 2 to the power 4 divided by 2 will become 2 to the power of 3. Then now, then the 3 how? The 3 nearest is 3, but I cannot make it go bigger. What? I can only make it go smaller. So what do? We choose 3 square to make it disappear, to make it 3 power 0. Same for the 5. I cannot make it go bigger, so I make it disappear. So you can see now, if this happens, my 720k will just be equals to 2 to the power of 3. Yes, the power of all the prime factor is multiple of 3. So this tells us the k is actually 2 times 3 square times 5, which is equals to 90. Based on what I know of this question will kill everyone. Any questions so far? No. The lesson is recorded, so if you miss out anything, you still can go and review it. So don't worry too much. I actually cannot see your face, so I don't know whether you're lost or whatever thing. But okay, and I cannot see your chat or anything because I'm sharing screen. So you can only talk. I cannot see anything from Zoom. Okay, anybody still need this? If not, I move on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Okay, so this part starts with the application of your prime factors. An alarm clock rings every 60 minutes. An alarm clock rings every 45 minutes. They ring together at 7 a.m. What's the next time they ring together? So if you don't know this kind of question, what do? Just list. 60, 45, list. Oh, 120, 180, list. 90, 135, 180. Oh, then you see 180 is the answer. Okay, so the answer is just 180 minutes is actually equals to 3 hours. So when would they ring again? 7 a.m. plus 3 hours, 10 a.m. Okay, so this is the logical way of doing things, and this works if the number is small. What if the number is not small? Then how? So what you must realize that all these are actually multiples of 60. These are actually multiples of 45. So what you are trying to find is the smallest multiple that is same for both. And that is what we call the lowest common multiple. So to find the lowest common multiple of two numbers, first thing, we prime factorize both numbers. During exam, you want to use what method? Doesn't really matter, but you must understand that the purple color method works because the number is small. If the number is big, you will not be able to list out like that, and you have to use prime factorization to solve. So 60 is actually 2 square times 3 times 5. 45 is actually 3 square times 5. So back to what we learned just now, if I want to find the lowest common multiple, I choose the highest power of each prime factor. So 2, I will choose 2 square. 3 square and 3, I will choose 3 square. 5 and 5, doesn't matter which one you choose. You just need to choose one of them. And if you go and press calculator, this will give you 180 minutes. Okay, and then you just do back the same thing and get the answer. Okay, so recommended is the green method. The green method is more universal. Like any number you can't you set, we can also solve. However, the purple method is limited to small numbers only. Okay, next, the following items are placed in gift bag for distribution to old folks home. I got 84 packets of cereal, 126 baked beans, and this. The items are packed such that the content in each gift bags are the same, no leftover. Find the maximum number of gift bags. Most of you are quite stuck in this question. So start asking yourself, can I have one gift bag? Yes, I can have one gift bag. My one gift bag will have 84 cereal, 126 baked beans, and 160 biscuits. Then you ask yourself again, can I have 2 gift bags? This is for people who don't know how to start the question. Can I have 2 gift bags? Yes, I can. I can have 2 gift bags. Then each bag will be 42 cereal. Each bag will have 63 baked beans, and each bag will have 84 biscuits. Then you ask yourself, can I have 3 gift bags? If you have 3 gift bags, then I would have 26, no, 28. Then this one I have 3, I have 42. Then if I have 3, I would have 56. Okay, but then you realize this doesn't work out. But what are you trying to do? So you ask yourself, can I have 5 gift bags? Then you realize that, oh, I cannot have 5 gift bags. Why I cannot have 5 gift bags? Because 84 cannot divide by 5. So what you are actually trying to find out is the largest number that can divide 84, 126, and 168. Correct? And what is this called? The largest number that can divide all these is actually called the HCF. Okay, so that is how you generate a what to use. So one more keyword lah. Once you see maximum, maximum is related to highest ma. So it must be related to highest common factor lah. Okay, so to find the highest common factor of 84, 126, and 168, we prime factorize our thing. 2 and 126. And finally 168. 81 and 84. 2. Okay, then you list down 84 is equals to 2 square times 3 times 7. 126 is equals to 2 times 3 square times 7. Okay, and to find HCF, what do? We choose the smaller power of each one. So 2 square, 2 and 2 cube, I choose 2. 3, 3 square and 3, choose 3. 7, just choose 7. So 42 lor. So the maximum give back is 42. Okay, and list the content in each bag. So cereal, how many would I have? I would have 84 divided by 42. 2. Uh, baked beans, what would I have? 126 divided by 42. 3. And last but not least, biscuits. How many would I have? 168 divided by 42. 4. And how many marks is this question? Probably 3 marks at most. Part A 2 marks, part B 1 mark. Okay, let's move on. Algebra, factorize. So recall there's 4 types of factorization. What are the 4 types of factorization? First type, take out common factor. This is the first one that you should always do. So example to this is what? 2x plus 4y, take out 2. This is the first kind of factorization. Second kind of factorization, your grouping. Ax plus ay plus bx plus by. Okay, we group them up. So I group the first two. I take out a, x plus y. I take out b, x plus y. And you realize that I can take out x plus y again because it's common. Then I left with a plus b. Third kind of factorization, your quadratic factorization. X squared minus 2x minus 3. Use your multiplication frame. Minus 3x plus 1. Last factorization, special identity. A squared minus b squared equals to a plus b, a minus b. Okay, but remember the priority is still do this first. Okay, you start with number 1 first. After you finish number 1, then you can see whether to do 2, 3, or 4. Okay, but you must take out common factor from all the terms. So there are four to use lah. So how to identify, or like a easy way to see is, this one normally got 4 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. Okay, normally grouping has 4 terms. Your quadratic with multiplication frame normally have 3 terms. And your special identity, 2 terms only. Okay, so a simple way to see which one to use is based on the number of terms. Okay, this 4 factorization is very important in algebra. You cannot don't know them. Okay, so 9a. What's the first thing that you should do? You should always take out common factor first. Number 1, and the common factor that you take out is 5. So when you take out 5, this become 1 minus 9t squared. Can I factorize again? Yes, I can. 1 minus 9t squared, I can use number 4. How to use number 4? 1 is actually 1 square. 9t squared is actually 3t bracket square. So this is actually 5 bracket 1 plus 3t, 1 minus 3t. Okay, part B. Okay, what should you do first? This one got 4 terms, so normally we group them. So you can group these two, you can group these two. So for the first two, I can take out common factor. I can take out 5. Then I have 2ax. Cannot, I need to rearrange my thing. Yeah, cannot. Because you take out 5, you get this. Okay, then the other one, you cannot take out anything. Okay, so we have to rearrange our term. We cannot put these two together. So, 10ax minus 2ay plus, maybe I put the x together. Okay, 10ax minus 25bx plus 5by minus 2ay. Okay, so over here I can take out 5x. I get 2a minus 5b. Over here I can take out y. I will have 5b minus 2a. Okay, so is 5b minus 2a and 2a minus 5b the same? Not really. 7 minus 2 is 5. 2 minus 7 is negative 5. Or 8 minus 1 is 7. 1 minus 8 is minus 7. Okay, but they are somehow related. They are related by a negative. So what do? I factorize out a negative. This become minus y. Then when I factorize out negative, this become minus 5b plus 2a. You can see that when you multiply in, you still get back this. Minus y minus 5, you still get this. When you multiply this, you still get back this. So make sure that you're not changing the question. Okay, now 2a minus 5b and minus 5b plus 2a, these two things is actually the same now. Okay, so you can factorize out 5b minus 2a. Then what is left over? 5x minus y. Okay, next part C. Okay, this is your multiplication frame. So 3x squared here, minus 16 here, minus 8x here. So one of them must be 3x, the other must be x. So now you have to guess and check lah. So 16, what should you choose? Uh, Based on my experience, I would choose 4 lah. So this time this 4x, this times this 12x. I want to get negative 8, this will be minus, this will be plus, so this will be minus, this will be plus. So when you factorize, you will get 3x plus 4, x minus 4. Okay, so this question covers 3 of your factorization already. Okay, moving to something more challenging. Factorize this. So you see that there's 3 terms, means you need to use the guess and check or the multiplication frame to do your things. So if you do this is 2a squared, this is minus 5b squared, this is plus 9ab. Okay, so 2a is very straightforward, 2a and a. 5b is also pretty straightforward, it's either 5b and b or b and 5b. So you want to make 9, obviously you need the 2 times. 2 times 5 becomes 10. So this is 10ab, this is ab. I want to be positive, so this must be plus, this must be minus, so this is plus, this is minus. So when you factorize 2a minus b, a plus 5b. Okay, b, 10b. Okay, so you see 4 term, most likely you need to pair them together lah. So simple, just pair directly, okay? So take out y, x squared minus 4. This one I can take out. You need to write, you take out plus 7 or minus 7, okay? Uh, let's take out plus 7 lah. So you get minus 4 plus x squared. Okay, if you take out minus 7, then it will be 4 minus x squared. Don't forget. Okay, so as far as possible, try to take out positive number. It will reduce mistakes. Okay, how to check whether you are correct? Just multiply in, make sure it give the top. Multiply in, make sure it give the top. Okay, multiply in, make sure you give this. Multiply in, make sure you give this. Okay, so now what can we see? X squared minus 4 is the common factor that you can take out now. So x squared minus 4. I left with y plus 7. Is that all? No, this is not all. This x squared minus 4, you can apply your number 4. You can apply this factorization. Okay, so this is actually x squared minus 2 squared. And if you factorize this will become x plus 2, x minus 2. Then copy down the y plus 7. That's all.
So, sir, a question.
What?
The must we need to show that the x squared minus 4 and minus 5 plus x squared is the same?
They are the same. You don't need to show. Why do you need to show? What do you mean you need to show?
Oh. Oh, it's fine, nothing.
Don't need. Okay? You know it's the same, it's the same. If it's not the same, you better go and change until it's the same. If you write as minus 7, then it's not the same already. You want to write one more step, also can. But you won't get marks for it. Okay? Next, algebraic fraction. Let's start with very simple fraction. So how do we put fraction together? Just like what you learned in primary school, common denominator. If you want to add and subtract fraction, common denominator. So what do? We change this to 35. I times 7. I want to change this to 35. I times 5. Okay, don't do too many things at one go. Expand that thing first. You want to put together also can, but better expand first. Now put them together, must be very careful. You better draw this negative and draw this bracket. Why? Because later we have to distribute the negative. When we expand this become negative 40 plus 60x. Okay, this will give me what? 81x minus 40 over 35. Okay, a lot of issue comes along here where you don't go and distribute the negative. You will just write 21x minus 40 minus 60x over 35. You straight away get 0. Or I believe some of you who have done the paper, you are definitely guilty of this. Okay, so we can purposely set trap for you to fall into one to distinguish those that know the stuff and those that don't know the stuff lah. Oh, so you can't fake your way through one if the teacher really want to test. Oh, so in math you cannot like, okay, I only know 60%. Yeah, we can test that we know what you don't know actually. And we can intentionally test those things like common mistakes that students will make. Okay, next. Express this as single fraction. So now different already. Now the denominator got algebra. So you must try to see whether you can multiply number such that this become this or this become this. So first you will think that, oh, I multiply by 3 to this. Maybe it will become that. But you multiply 3, it becomes 3m minus 6. So it's not equal. So actually you cannot multiply a number that make them equal lah. Okay, so the only way to make them equal is this one multiplied by 3m minus 1. Then this one multiplied by m minus 2. So now you can see that, oh, the denominator is actually the same already. Okay, then what you do, expand the numerator. Do not or don't need to expand the denominator. Keep the denominator like that. Don't go and expand. Later you expand wrongly, you get penalized. You expand correctly, you don't get extra marks. Okay, so now we combine them together. When we combine them together, what we need to be careful, the minus need to draw a bracket here. Now you distribute minus 2m plus 4. Okay, then now you simplify 9m minus 2m, 7m. Minus 3 plus 4 plus 1. Okay, so that is it.
So we don't need to factorize the bottom part, man.
Factorize for top part. 7m plus 1, how you want to factorize?
He meant m minus 2, 3m minus 1, bro.
Huh? What?
He meant the bottom bracket lah.
Don't need to expand. It's already.
Yeah lah, Raphael.
I already said don't need to
Don't need,
expand. You expand, you don't get extra marks. You expand wrongly, you get penalized. Then do for what? Okay. Question 13. Express this in single form. Whenever you see there's a square, please don't do like how you do just now. Please don't go and do this. Oh, I just multiply this by m plus 1. This one, I just multiply by m squared minus 1. Then the denominator is the same. Please do not do this. Okay, whenever the denominator has a square, it means that you can do it in an easier way, and you have to do it that way. You cannot do this way because later you don't know how to simplify. Your answer is not in the simplest form. Okay, so whenever you have square, you have to think of your factorization. So m squared plus 1, which factorization do you use? You use the special identity, the fourth one. So factorize m square minus 1 is actually m plus 1 times m minus 1. Now you can see that, oh, they actually have common factors. I just multiply by the second fraction with n minus 1. I will have common factors denominator already. So you can see that this one, I just need to multiply by m minus 1 on top, and I multiply by m minus 1 below. Now the denominator is the same already. Then I can add them together. So 1 minus 2 bracket minus 1. Okay. So now just open up the bracket. 1 minus 2m plus 2. So if you go and find common denominator by multiplying them straight away, your answer will not be so nice. So this is 3 minus 2m. Okay. Okay, next. Solve this equation. How to solve this equation? Okay, so first thing, give the negative to the appropriate place. It's not easy to give to the numerator. In this case, give the denominator better. How do we find? We cross multiply. If you don't want to cross multiply, you can see in a way that I multiply 28 on both sides. Okay, if you want to see from cross multiplication perspective, this 4 will multiply here. It will be minus 4 times 3x plus 1. The 7 will multiply here. 7 bracket 3 minus x.
Okay, very good. Max on the category Zoom
Okay, so you
Max on the category
expand,
Zoom
you get minus 12x minus 4 equals to 21 minus 7x.
fraction solve equation.
Okay,
Every cross multiply money.
after that, what do we
Expand
do?
money solve and do. Bye bye.
What do we do? We shift all the x to one side. Okay, so bring all the x to one side. Minus 12x plus 7x equals to 21. Then bring the 4 plus 4. Okay, so this subtract this minus 5x equals to 25. To find x, 25 divided by minus 5. Press your calculator. Minus 5. How to check whether your answer is correct or not? If you have the time, just put the minus 5 into this, put the minus 5 into this, press your calculator. Both sides should give you the same value. If both sides give you different value, then your answer is wrong. But please check again. Maybe you press calculator wrongly, which is highly possible. Okay, question 15. When I mark your work, you all like to do certain things. Or like you just multiply, then you all write like that. This one 3, then this one write 4x plus minus 1, that kind of thing, like you multiply throughout. Okay, please try not to do that. Okay, so try use cross multiplication. It's more like it works all the time. Okay, so for this, you cannot cross multiply yet. Why? Because this is not a single fraction. So you have to put this into a single fraction first. So how to put that into single fraction is how do you add and subtract fraction? Common denominator. Okay, so this make the denominator the same. This will be x plus 2. Denominator also times x plus 2. The 4 will multiply by 2. Okay, after that, I combine the fraction together. This will be 3x plus 6 minus 8 over 2 bracket x plus 2. And that will be equal to 5 over x minus 1. Okay, before I cross multiply, I simplify my thing. This is 3x minus 2. I expand this because I'm going to expand later anyway. Now you cross multiply. This thing will multiply here. So it becomes 3x minus 2 times x minus 1. This thing multiply here. It becomes 5 bracket 2x plus 4. Okay, now what do? We need to expand. So 3x squared minus 3x minus 2x plus 2 equals to 10x plus 20. Okay, whenever you see an equation with square, what do? You make one side 0. Okay, so you bring everything to one side, make the other side 0, minus 10x minus 20. What do now? We combine the terms together. Minus 15x minus 18 equals to 0. Okay, what we can do is we can simplify this further. We divide by 3 throughout. So if I divide by 3 throughout, 0 divided by 3 is still 0. Without the 0 there, I cannot divide by 3. Okay, now what do? You can use your quadratic formula, or you can use your factorization. In this case, you can factorize. You use your multiplication frame. Your x squared minus 6 minus 5x. If you are not sure, you would just want to use quadratic formula, please go ahead. Then 6, 1. So this one becomes 6x. This becomes x. I want minus 5, so this is minus, this is plus. So this is minus, this is plus. So x minus 6, x plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, so when something times something equals 0, I can say x minus 6 equals 0, or x plus 1 equals 0. So x equals to 6, or x equals to minus 1. Okay, again, how do you check? You can just put the answer back into the x and then check. Okay, if you're not sure you want to use quadratic formula from here, can just use your x equals to minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2a lah. You can use this. You still get the same final answer, just that you take a longer road to the solution. Okay?
Sir, if we never simplify the 3x squared minus 15x minus 18 and we still get the same answer as you,
Here
will
to
we be
here,
penalized?
here to here is not exactly correct, because when I expand this, I don't get 3x squared. It's clearly that you use your calculator. It varies in different school. Our school, I think they still accept, but in other places they may not accept. So it's not uniform. So during O level, I don't think you should take the risk.
Okay, can.
Okay, because after all, when you expand this, it doesn't give you 3x squared. You want, you can put a 3 in front. Then fine, it's okay. But if you never put the 3, they are not exactly equals to each other. Okay, next. 16 is given that this is evaluate Q. Evaluate means your answer is a number. So this is pretty not that simple. So whenever you replace, remember to draw a bracket. Thank you. R squared. You don't draw bracket, you will get it wrong. P 2.4, S 3. Okay, so this is just 3Q square. This is just 25. And this is just 3.6. So 3Q square is actually equal to 28.6. Q square is actually equals to 8.6 over 3. To find Q, you need to square root. Remember, square root got plus minus. Press your calculator. Square root divided by 3. 3 significant figure. Approximately 3.09. It's a bit weird lah. This question got decimal. Normally this kind of question won't have things like that. Yeah. Okay. B, express S in terms of PQR means your answer is S equals to something. Okay. This something cannot have S. Okay, so what we do? This one easy, no fraction already. Okay, we need to get rid of the fraction first. Cannot have half there. So we multiply 2 throughout. Okay, then what do we do? Bring all the term with S to one side. So this one got S, the PS got S. The 2R square don't have S, we just throw it one side. Then what do we do? Factorize S. Then divide. All this is in your Sec 2 syllabus. So if you don't know all this, yeah, I don't know what you are doing in Sec 2. Okay? Die lah. 9:25 already until 16 only. Oh, I think this paper got 60 questions here. Next. Make B the subject. Make B the subject. Same thing. B equal to something. The something cannot have B. So what do we do? Get rid of fraction first. Cross multiply. 2 multiply here become 2S. 1 multiply there, no difference. What do we do next? Always expand. What do we do next? Bring all the term with B to one side, those without B to the other side. So this one bring here. The NB square put there. Next, to make B, we divide by N. 2S minus NA square over N. Finally, to find B, we square root. If you want to square root, remember to put plus minus. Okay, hence means use the previous part. That means you have to use this. If the question never use hence, I actually recommend you all to put back into here. So why? Because in case your part A wrong, your part B won't be wrong, what? But now they say hence, no choice. You have to put it into your part A answer. You may get error carry forward marks. Okay. If your part A mistakes is very genuine. Okay, so just put in. So remember to draw bracket when you substitute. Okay, then this is just what? Press calculator. Can me?
So why the A suddenly got square one?
Don't have. Have what? Oh, they don't have. No wonder I write wrongly. Okay, thank you. No wonder like cannot square root. Because it's negative. But now can. So this is what? B equal to plus minus square root 60 minus 40, 20 over 5. B equals to plus minus square root 4. So B equals to plus minus 2. Mr. Vijay, you don't need to send. After that, I can save the whole PDF file and send to them.
Okay, noted.
Thank you. And it's being recorded. I will put on YouTube also. Okay. 18A, express this in the form of this. So remember when you want to complete the square, the first rule is the x square must be 1x square. Now this is negative 1x square. You cannot complete the square first. So you cannot do this. Please, you cannot do this. This is an expression, it's not an equation. You cannot do this. You do this, it's like question asks you, what is -1 minus 2? Oh, then you change to 1 plus 2 and tell people it's 3. You are changing the question. Okay, so we can't do this, but we can factorize a negative out. So factorize negative become x squared minus 6x minus 1. I can tell you, this kind of question sure come out for O level or end of year exam one. Ask you to complete the square, then ask you to solve. Even I never see the O level paper, I also know there's a high chance that it's coming out. You still don't know this, you deserve to get it wrong. Okay, so complete the square. How to complete? Look at this. What square contains this? X minus 3 square. Okay, why you expand this? What do you have? You expand this, you have x square minus 6x plus 9. So you can see that this square has an additional 9. So we have to subtract away the 9. Then what do we do to the 1? We just copy down the negative 1. Okay, then simplify first. The negative, put it in. Negative x minus 3 square plus 10. 18b, using the result from A lah. This one typo. A. There's no B for you to use. Solve the equation. So negative x squared plus 6x plus 1 equals 0. We already know that this thing is equal to this, so we change to this. Then what do I do next? I will bring this over to the other side to make it positive. Remember, we like positive number. After that, what do I do? Square root. Remember to put your plus minus. And finally, to find x, we bring the 3 over. So 3 plus minus square root 10. Now, press your calculator and get the decimal out. 3 plus square root 10. 6.16. Check the question. They never say 2 decimal place, 3 decimal place. So we leave it as 3 significant figure. 3 minus square root 10. Negative 0.1622. So round it off to 3 6 fix, 6.16, negative 0.162. Okay, let's move on. I'm moving a bit fast because it's a recap. Okay, same thing, cannot have the negative. So factorize the negative. Complete the square. What square have x squared minus 4x? X minus, you divide by 2 lah, so this square. When you expand this, you will have x squared minus 4x plus 4. So the 4 is extra. So you subtract away the 4, you copy down the plus 1. Expand. We get this. Okay, next, sketch the graph of this. So to sketch a quadratic graph, 4 things that we need to have. X-intercept, Y-intercept, turning point, shape. So shape is the easiest one to tell. This is a negative x square, so it's a set face graph. Turning point becomes easy to tell. I can see from the completed square form. Oh, right wrongly, this is 2. Okay, very easy to tell from here. You just need to make this thing 0. So where will this be 0? When x is equals to 2. When this whole thing is 0, the y is just 3. So this tells me that the turning point, maximum point is 2, 3. How to find the y-intercept? Y-intercept means where it cut the y-axis. So when the graph cuts the y-axis, the x-coordinate will be 0. So just put 0 inside. You get y equals to -1. So the y-intercept is 0, -1. How to find the x-intercept? X-intercept means where it cuts the x-axis. That is when the y-coordinate is 0. So 0 equals to this. We can use the completed square form to find. Normally, if they want you to find the one with the x-intercept, will not be so complicated like that. The number will be much friendlier and nicer. Oh, so this is this. Unlikely it will be so ugly one. So x is equals to 3.73. I changed to 3 figure already. 2 minus square root 3. 0.268. Okay, so now I have everything. I will sketch my graph. Hope it's more positive. Okay, so it will cut 0.268. So I label here 0.268, 0, and it will cut like 3.73, 0. It will cut the y-intercept at -1. So I just label here 0, -1. Then my graph will look something like that. Okay, relabel. Okay, this point will be my, this point here will be my 0, -1, and my maximum point will be 2, 3. Write down the equation of the line of symmetry. The line of symmetry is here. You will cut the turning point. It is a vertical line. So the equation of the line of symmetry is just x equals to 2. You cannot just write 2. You must write x equals to 2. Okay, that's how you get a complete graph. Okay, next. Solve simultaneous equation. Oh my goodness, this is 3 marks, but I think it's killing you all. Okay, first thing first, solve simultaneous equation. You either make the x the same or make y the same. Okay, if you are confused whether to make x the same or make y the same, always make x the same. So what do I do? Equation 1 times 5. Times 5, it becomes 10x plus 15y equal to 55. This is my new equation 3. Equation 2 will then have to multiply by 2. 10x plus 8y equals to 20. This is my equation 4. How to find your answer now? Just subtract. You either take 3 minus 4 or 4 minus 3. When you subtract, be careful, draw your bracket. This is 3 minus 4 equals to 3 minus 4. Open up your bracket carefully now. When you open up this part, you need to distribute minus 10x. This is the mistake where you make. You will not distribute to the y. 55 minus 20, 30. Okay, so the 10x and 10x will subtract. You get 7y equals to 35. Y is equal to 35 divided by 7, 5. Now sub y equals to 5 into, you want to sub into 1, 2, 3, 4, anything also can, but 1 and 2 number will be smaller, so sub into 1. So 2x plus 3 bracket 5 equals to 11. 2x plus 15 equals to 11. 2x equals to 11 minus 15. 2x equals to minus 4. X equals to minus 4 divided by 2 minus 2. Okay, therefore x equals to minus 2 and y equals to 5. 3 marks, honestly. Anyway, your calculator can do simultaneous equation. Okay, can solve for you, and then you just check whether your answer is correct or not. Probably show you in class. It's just for checking. Okay, next part. Inequality already. Finally reach your Sec 3 syllabus already. Part 8. Solve this. What we need to do, we need to split them up into 2 parts. Okay, so bring all the x to one side. Try to make the x positive. So I bring the x here, so that I get 3 over 2x minus x. Then this will be 8 minus 10. Okay, this will give me half x. This will give me minus 2. Then I multiply 2 on both sides. I get this. You want to rewrite? You can rewrite. Okay, try not to divide by negative or multiply by negative, because you will forget to flip sign. So don't need to flip sign, just bring here, bring there only. Okay, for this one, I will bring the negative 2x here, become plus 2x. I will bring the 10 to that side, become minus 10. So this is just 7 over 2x. This is just 5.5. 5.5 is like 11 over 2. So I take 5.5, divide by this, I get 11 over 7. Okay, so what y'all do is, a lot of you will leave your answer as that. Wrong, this is not the answer. You need to combine these two together. So it says that x is greater than negative 4 and x. So you must complete your inequality by combining these two answers together, please. This is your final answer. A lot of you just leave this as the answer, leave this as the answer. It is wrong, okay? You need to use English and combine them together. Hence, write down the largest rational number. What is rational number? Rational number, see, ratio. Ratio is linked to fraction. So any number that can be written as fraction is called a rational number. So based on what our answer, the largest rational number is 11 over 7. So this worksheet I really only can do a little bit of every chapter because there's too many things to cover already. Okay, next. Now to your indices already. Put to positive index. So first you must know that square root is actually power half. Okay, we change the power at the same time we change the divide to times. Okay, next what I would prefer to do is I would like to change the negative power to positive power. So how do I change x power negative 6 to positive? I just bring it down to the denominator. It becomes x to the power 6. Okay, what do I do now? Open up the bracket. This is 64 power half. Not 64 times half. Then this is 4 times half. So y square. 6 times half, 3. Okay, press your calculator. You will know that 64 power half is just 8. So multiply fraction means top times top, bottom times bottom. So the numerator will be 8y cubed. The denominator will just be y square x 8. Okay, you still have to simplify. You cannot have y on top and y below. So y cubed divided by y square, it will give you 8y over x power 8. Okay, 23. First thing first, simplify a square b over 2, leave it there. You must know that this 0 belongs to a, so this will become 2b minus 2 cubed. Okay, here comes a very common mistake that most people will make. You will write this as 1 over 2b squared, which is wrong. The power negative 2 only belongs to b, does not belong to 2. So if we change this to positive power, it's actually 2 over b squared. Okay, then now we distribute the power 3. So this is a squared b over 2 times 2 to the power of 3 is 8. Then this b power 6. What we do now, multiply fraction together, top times top, bottom times bottom. Now we simplify. 8 and 2, I will left with 4. A square will stay on top got 1b, below got 6, below will have 5. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, next, this is your indices equation already. So we normally only apply one skill, which is compare power. So to compare the power, what do we need to do? We need to make the base the same. Okay, so first thing first, to simplify this, I just divide by 6. 384 over 6. What do we get? We will get 64. So you need to guess, or if you need to guess, you just press your calculator. 64 is actually 2 to the power of what? It is actually 2 to the power of 6. So now we can compare power. Then we can say that 5m is actually equals to 6. And m is just equals to 6 over 5. Okay, you can see the previous part, we are not trying to find a, b. We are just trying to simplify the expression. For 24, we are trying to solve and find a value for m. Okay, and again, how you check, just put the m inside here, press your calculator, make sure it's 384. Okay, next. This one, Sec 2 stuff, direct and inverse proportion. Most of you have confirmed forgotten how to do already. There is a 3-mark question that can be very, very difficult one. Okay, so those kinds are, these two are the easy one. 27. 27 is the kind that is 3 marks and damn difficult because they never give you any numbers. Okay, but we will work in a very systematic way. So those questions are for the A1 student. So if you are struggling to pass, you can skip those questions. Okay, first thing first, when I said inversely proportional, the height is inversely proportional to the square of the radius. If it's inversely proportional, straight away is k divided by r squared. Why r square, square of the radius? Find the equation connecting h. This is not the equation connecting h and r because the k is still there. You need to settle the k. So when h is 4, r is 5. So 4 equals to k over 5 square, which is 25. So multiply over k is actually 100. Now you put the 100 back. This is the answer for part 8. Next, find the value of r when h is 5. So we use back this equation when h is 5. 5 is equals to 100 over r squared. What we do, this is over 1, we cross multiply. 5r squared equals to 100. Divide by 5, 20. R is equals to plus minus square root 20. Square root 20 is 4.47. We leave it to 3 6 feet, but we need to reject negative 4.47 because the question says R stands for radius. So it can only be positive. Okay, this is inversely proportional. 26 is directly proportional. When it's directly proportional, what do we write? Z is directly proportional, means K times what? Square of Y. So this is square of Y, that's why Y square. Find the one connecting X, Z, and Y. So we haven't formed yet, we need to find the K. So when Z is 3, Y equals to 5. So 3 equals to K times 5 square. So 3 equals to 25K. So K equals to 3 over 25. So we put the K back inside. 3 over 25 y squared. That is the answer for part A. Part B, find the value of y when z is 36. So when z is 36, 36 equals to 3 over 25y. So we times 25, we will get 900 equals to 3y squared. Then divide by 3. Then we square root. Plus minus square root 300. That will give us plus minus 17.3. Three significant figures. Okay, I hope this recall your memory. Okay, so now the difficult question, how? First, we still write down our equation. P is directly proportional to the cube of Q. Okay, so what we do, we need to find K, but no number given. Then what do? You introduce numbers using algebra. A is a number, B is also a number. Okay, this way of solving can be a bit more lengthy, but you can see the way that I do is very identical of how you solve the previous two questions. Always have two numbers first, put it in, find your K. After find K, what do? We put back into the equation. Okay, so you can see we are actually at this stage whereby we have the equation. Then the question always asks us to put in new value. So we are going to do the same. We are going to put in the new value. Okay, so what is the new value? They say increase by 700, P increase by 700%. Just now, this is my original P. This is my OP. This is my OQ. Now I will have a new P and new Q. So what is my new P? Increase by 700% means 100% is actually my A. 700% will be 7A. So I increase by 7A. Now my P is actually equals to 8A. What do? I put back into the equation. What do? I solve for my Q. Divide by A, cube root. Cube root AB cube is actually 2B. So this is my new P. This is my new Q. So to find percentage change, it's just equals to new minus O divided by O times 100%. So the percentage change of Q is just equals to the new Q minus the OQ divided by the OQ times 100%. 2B minus B is B. B over B is actually 1. 1 times 100%, 100%. Okay, it's a bit lengthy, but very identical way of solving like how we solved just now. Okay, of course there are other ways, but those ways are your algebra must be stronger lah. Okay. Okay, 28 map and skill. Map and actual is always 1:120,000. What units do we put? Always put cm. Why? Because your map normally is in cm, it cannot be in meter or km. Okay, but however, the 120,000 cm is not a very friendly number to use. So change it to meter. Divide by 100. Still not very nice. I can change it to km. This number looks more friendly to us. Okay, then we use this scale to calculate the actual distance in km, 6.3. So 6.3 cm, I multiply by 6.3. I will multiply here by 6.3. What will I get? 7.56 km. So that is the answer for part A.
So can you go back to the previous question?
Done ah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is area lah, so we cannot use this. This is called length scale. All these are called your length scale. We have to change to area scale. So this is actually the best to use, so we continue using this. Okay, to find the length scale, we need to square our to find the area scale, we need to square our length scale. So this is 1 cm square. This is 1.44 km square. So from here, then we can do that. They say the lake has an actual area of this. So this one need to change to 3.9. You know how to change to 3.9? Don't know? Change to 1 first. So how 1.44 go to 1? Divide by 1.44. So if I divide by 1.44 here, I also divide by 1.44 here. Do I need to press calculator? Don't need. Just divide by 1.44 like that. Next, you want to find 3.9 km square. What do you do? Times 3.9. Here also times 3.9. So it'll be 3.9 over 1.44 cm square. Press your calculator. 3.9 divided by 1.44. You get 2.70833 cm square. So approximately 2.71 cm square. That's the answer. Okay, so next, also map and scale. On a map, this is represented by this, calculate this in square meter. So same thing, map, actual, 1 cm is to 2000 cm. Meter, 20 meter. Number is nice enough, and you can see actually the question 1 square meter. So But then this is area, so we need to square this to get our area. So 1 cm square. So 1 cm square is actually 400 meter square. So the question says 12 cm square, so times 12 times 12, 4,800 meter square. So that is the answer for part A. Part B, a second map. The reservoir is represented by area of this. Find the scale. So you must understand that the size of the reservoir on the both map can be different, but the actual reservoir won't change. Okay, so this is on the second map. So on the second map, the reservoir has an area of this. Then what's the actual? The actual is still your 4800 meter square. Okay, because the actual reservoir will not change no matter what map you are using. Now we need to simplify this. Do not square root this straight away. You should be simplifying the fraction first. If you go and square root straight away, you get very ugly numbers. So divide by 75 on both sides. This will give me this. This will give me 64 meter square. So this is your area scale. I need to go back to length scale. I will square root. This will give me 1 cm is to 8 meter. Now you still have to change everything back to cm. So 1 cm is to 800 cm. So find the scale. So therefore the scale is 1 is to 800. Okay. If not, I think it's a good time to stop. We just finish nicely map and scale. I don't know. We have to find time to complete the other half. This